Yo, what's good? Matter of fact, what it do? What it do? What it do? What's good, tribe? Hey man, I just want to chop it up. This gonna be a short message, right? And this is for all my fellas. Even if I had some goddesses out there. Hey man, shout out to the gladiators and the gladiatress. Hey man, shout out to everybody that's out there saving their money, time, and energy. Man, drop the V's, man. Let's vibe. Or better yet, let's go. Vamosa. Yeah, Simi, man. Look, you know, the magnetism increase like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you attract so many things. You ever notice, especially the animals, man? You ever notice how the animals will come out their little, out their little holes, their little corners, their little cuts, just to see who you is? Y'all be feeling that? Y'all be witnessing that, man? I swear I be having hella animals come out of their little holes just to be nosy, just to see who that is. And then I pay attention to that energy, those emotions on that face. And then sometimes I watch how people do the same thing. They come around corners, they come out of nowhere just to see who the energy is. You know what I'm saying? Just to see who hosting that energy. Just to see what that is around the corner, like they getting pulled like a treasure calling them or something. You know what I'm saying? They getting this impulse or something. That magnetism is sweet, bro. You know what I'm saying? That magnetism is uppity. It's up there and it's stuck though. You feel me? But I'm saying, like, think about what you could really do with your magnetism, bro. If you really attracting all of this, you're attracting people, you attracting situations you don't want, situations you gonna be into. You know what I'm saying? And I sit here and I say to myself, there really is no oppositions. There really is no obstacles. 'Cause you can always turn it into an opportunity. All of these people coming your way, whether you like them or they don't like you. You understand what I'm saying? You can always turn the situation into your favor. And I'm sitting here and I was like, I want to chop it up with my kings out there, especially my queens. Like, man, you could utilize this to really run your financial status up. You're a magnet now. So, especially if you got a website, you got some business cards, some QR codes, you know what I'm saying? Boom, look at it like this. You got your cards, you got a service, you got a product. Especially if you got your product on site, man, you could get off it, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you in sales. You understand what I'm saying? You could utilize all the capabilities to better your financial standpoint. You understand what I'm saying? The charisma, the glow. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you a showstopper, dog. You know how people could be really doing what they doing, but when you come around, everything just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like everything is tethered to you. You know what I'm saying? And not in no prideful way, but I always felt like I'm the representative, or I'm the representation of what the true quality of a man is that's in this God body. You know, and as I walk through the town, I witness and I realize a lot of envy and, you know what I'm saying, hateful. A lot of jelly motherfuckers that want to see you jam because they ain't on this life force essence. And the crazy part about it, some motherfuckers could even be saving their life force essence, but they could never amount to the quality that it is being flushed, rinsed, washed, and repeat. I mean, rinse, wash, and repeat. Flush, rinse, wash and repeat. And this sacred secreted fluid is constantly going in and out of itself, fluctuating and making itself become more and more pure and potent. And it just, some motherfuckers then corroded their bodies that even if they get on SR, yeah, it'll probably help them somewhat, but you know, some motherfuckers they corroded their bodies that the fluid ain't gonna even flush through all the chambers through the body and really flush out and show benefits. It's not gonna flush out in the face. You know what I'm saying? So they cut their benefits. So some men could even practice this, but depending on the standpoint of the health that you're in and you on this practice, that just runs it up, literally. But you can literally heal yourself. But let's stick to the topic at hand, and it's the financial situation. So if you got a product, you got a website, you're an entrepreneur, you know, you definitely got a job. You at the job, you could really dominate all the other fellas in the, especially they in the working about the honey pots, having the work wives and like that, man. You could cultivate and utilize this energy, get that promotion, get more money. Cause I have always done it. I never told nobody my secret recipe. People at all my jobs always hated me. Always like, you know what? I had one of my little yass was like, she was like, yeah, you outgrowing your shoes too fast. Cause I was just too experienced. And having that life force essence was giving me an edge. I had all the females on my tip. You know what I'm saying? And they only had one dude in there that could put some pressure on me. That was no homo. He was beautiful. He was a good looking dude. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a beautiful motherfucker. So it was me and him. Uh, it was me and him who had all the females on lock at the job, right? And then he came in after me. So it's like it's like all the other dudes, they had their chance, but they was all lame and squares and shit, and cuffed up and shit, just on some other shit. And then when I got in there, it was like, man, it was a breath of fresh air for the bitches in there, dog. Like literally, I was, man, I'm telling you, bro. I first got that job. It was some things I wasn't even doing. I wasn't even getting paid for. But when I got that job and I was on semen retention and I had that magnetism, I was attracting all them females. And I got raises after raises. And I got a second job right down the street, nigga. Man, listen, this shit was booming. Listen, man, I'm telling you, I had products like I was selling smoothies and I was selling Earls and I was selling other little shit too, dog. Like I just started selling buku shit when I got this job, bro. Cause the fee, I was like, bro, I sat down one day. I was smoking my blunt and I was like, bro, I'm at this job, bro. These females going crazy, bro. It was like I was at a strip club, bro. I swear to God, they would every now and then I would almost get jammed. I would get jammed up in the freezer. You heard me? By one of the females at the job, and they are always like, "I'm not ugly. Why you acting like I'm ugly or treat me like I'm ugly? Like I'm one of these other bitches and shit in here." I be like, man, these bitches crazy. Dog. Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna be real, man. I'm just trying to get my money. You hear me? I'm just trying to get the bread, bitch. Cause if I bust one of you bitches down in here, then I'm gonna start a tsunami. I'm gonna start a problem. Then all these, I was like, bitches, they gonna be crazy and it be nah, bitch. And then for somebody to sit there and say they could hit, they was able to put their hands on me, man, that's gonna drive a couple of these bitches crazy. And I ain't gonna lie, my money was running up, so I need my fan club. You got me fucked up. So nah, you know what I'm saying? Can't put my dick where my heart at. You hear me? So man, I'm like, I'm selling buku shit at the job, bro. I'm getting raises. Man, I got the people that's in the higher ups asking me to do events outside of this shit and all of that, and they trying to take me out to get drinks and shit. They want to, you know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful time, dog. But if you know what I'm saying, you really could become the face of the people, the face of a spokesperson, or you the showstopper, dog. So you might as well utilize this energy. You know what I'm saying? Step into another side of you if you ain't ever stepped into that side, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to each his own, but you could become a whole pastor. You hear me? Like, bro, and you'll be the only church that's not going in a recession right now, bro. You'll be one of the biggest mega churches for real. All other churches will go down. You'll be on the TV at 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. What you mean? You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, bro, this life force essence could really run up your financial situation. Honestly, dog. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you putting in the work, you working in God's honor, you dig. God gonna touch somebody heart and let them know like, hey, drop something on that cash, drop something on that Venmo. You know what I'm saying? You see that person in person, hey, you know what? Go ahead and purchase that person groceries or something like that. You know what I'm saying? God just be touching people's hearts. Cause I know, you be having situations come out of nowhere and people be looking out for you, dog. It's that magnetism. So if you good with your mouthpiece, bro, you know what I'm saying? Are you trying to up your financial situation? You trying to put an exponent mark on the end of that? You know what I'm saying? We don't want no apologies. We want apostrophes. You hear me? Hey, man. Use that life force essence, bro. Use that magnetism because so many people gonna be attracted to you. All this traffic coming to you. You gotta send them to the interstate of abundance, not a dead end street. You know what I'm saying? Because if they water you, you gotta water them. It's a two-way street. So you know what I'm saying? Send them in the right direction. Those you can't, you know, toodaloo. But yeah, man, use this life force essence to matriculate. You know what I'm saying? Your financial standpoint. And that's in any man. And the best investment is you. The best investment is you. Look at the world we living in right now, dog. So, man, you could utilize your creativity. You could create all type of things, bro. And you could go wherever you want with it. You could be on Amazon. You could be on Temu. Shit, that's on you. You feel me? It's a beautiful time. You get your bread, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, like, I mean, to each his own, but it's just a lot of lame ass creations. So if you create something that people really need, people really want, something that's really like flawless, dog, you could really like pop out, dog. You know, they ain't it been a minute since something popped out with like a fire invention or creativity, creation. Like the motherfucker that made them little hover wheels and shit. Like something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that just that was a monumental statement. So, your energy is making a statement wherever you going. So, hey, man, you might as well make these motherfuckers pay wages. They want to pay attention. You might as well make it cost. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always did this shit through my life, bro. But I never had YouTube back then. I never explained this to nobody. Everybody else was on. They always used to ask me like, yeah, Mary J, what a bitches at? What a hoes at? I be like, damn, nigga, why everybody asking me what a hoes at? Nigga, you tell me what a hoes at. The hoes at where they hoeing. I ain't even. I used to always be like, whoo, that shit used to almost stress me out, bro. I swear to God, they used to always ask me that, bro. Cause they know that I attract a woman, bro. I used to hang out with motherfuckers and some of these motherfuckers used to hang out with me cause they know I get the bitches. I got the bitches. I got women. I attract women. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like I be doing the most. I just be doing me. You heard me? Like I really be cool and like And it's just some motherfuckers that just ain't got that pull, you heard me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, when I drop, bitch, and it stick, you'll think I'm a motherfucker ankle. You heard me? But Ado, matter of fact, I had an older cat. He was talking to me in like the third person type shit. And he was like, yeah, dog. My one homie, I used to hang with him because he was a rapper. And him being a rapper, he got all the women. And I got all the women because of him. If it wasn't because of him and him being a rapper, he probably ain't even had to rap, but he used to get a lot of women. But that's the only way I was able to get women because of him. The ones he ain't want, I get them. I was like, damn, this sound like a sad ass story. But that sound like one of his greatest days. You hear me? I be like, yeah. Real shit. I see why one of my homegirls, you heard me, she told me one day, she was like, one of your worst days is somebody's greatest day. And I was like, man, get the fuck out here, man. I can't stand when people be trying to tell you some shit and you telling them where you at with it and they just trying to like, yeah, but fuck your feelings. Like, man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit be all right. And sometimes nigga be like, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. A nigga really going through the ringer. And I be like, you motherfucker don't give a fuck about you. I don't need nobody that care about me. I didn't learn that enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is, but I got so many random motherfuckers coming out the blue saying they love me. Bitch, you don't love me, bitch. Love my cash out. I need to get a sleeping bag and I need to get some other camping gear. It's cold as fuck out here now. It was 53 degrees last night. Talking about you love me. Man, love my cash app, man. You love me. Actions speak louder than words. Izax, Spizax, Lizane, Design Wizards. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, this nigga sad. Mooching on the next man energy to get some broads, bro. Horn dog ass nigga, man. But I was like, you know what? I had a couple partners like that. They just was wrong me because they was trying to get bras and shit. And I was like, you know what? Hey, bro, let me know what these bitches into, and you can have these bras, long as you could get them to bring me some bread. You know what I'm saying? I told a couple of my partners that be always wanting females that was asking me, what the hell is that, bro? Hey, brother, what we gonna do? If these bitches gonna come, y'all go ahead and lock them in. See, we gonna see what they about. See how I'll make me some bread off these bitches. I gotta stay afloat, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I see what they about and see what I can do and see what kind of strings I could pull. I never said I was a pimp or nothing like that. I was a middleman, but I know a lot of shit and I know a lot of people and I know how I could get this and get that and do this and move that. You know what I'm saying? It's just some shit I could touch and some shit I don't touch. So some shit I could have just made a phone call by. And that's how I made a lot of my bread back then. I guess you could call me a middleman or whatever the fuck you want to call me, but that's just how I made my bread, bro. You know? And then back then I knew how to get a lot of websites and shit. I used to sell a lot of clothes. I used to sell a lot of designer belts and shit. Yeah, some of that shit was fake, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. And niggas know it too. But I had niggas out there fresh. I had niggas getting bitches now. I had niggas getting women. I had niggas getting rosters, getting clout, getting sales. I had niggas trying to. I had matter of fact, I was a nigga dressing wearing this shit. One time my auntie was like, "Ooh, you should sell that. You can get more of that." I was like, "Word?" She was like, "Yeah, that shit look good on you. You wearing that shit well. You advertising that shit, boy." I was like, "Swear to God." Boy, I had got buku Gucci shirts and buku Gucci belts. Man, I was selling the fuck out that shit, nigga. I ain't even had to work a job. I was just meeting buku niggas, meeting buku trap lords and shit. Buku Gucci man ass niggas and shit. You heard me? I'm like, nigga, you need a girdle, nigga. You don't need a belt. I need some Gucci girdles. You heard me? Yeah. It was cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it felt like I was selling a pack, bro. I was just selling Gucci shirts. I was really selling this one Gucci shirt. Niggas always wanted this one Gucci shirt, bro. It's the black and red one, bro, with the nice collar. I had some bags, I had some pouches, I had some purchase for females and shit too. You know what I'm saying? And I had a couple females that was selling perfume and cologne and shit. So I was, man, you know what I'm saying? But I was using that magnetism, bro. I remember I was delivering peace and shit, using that magnetism. I was getting extra tips. I had people inviting me like, "Hey, bro, when you, man, I had all type motherfuckers inviting me like, "Hey, bro, when you get off, man, you wanna come smoke or you wanna come chill, you want what you." All type of motherfuckers, bro. But you know, I'm on the move, man. I'm getting money, man. I ain't got time to chill. I'm gonna keep it real, man. What the fuck is that? Hold on, man. Cut my flash on. You know these fucking hogs and hyenas be running through this bitch at nighttime, bro. I ain't playing with these hoes. Cause if it's gonna be one of them, it's gonna be a buku of them bitches too. And I did eat some food around here earlier, and that bitch probably gonna smell that shit. Bitch, I'm out here in my zone and shit. Yeah, man. Cut my flash off, I don't want them fucking red and blue lights to see me neither. But yeah, man, capitalize off that magnetism, dog. You attract so much shit, dog. So you know what I'm saying? That's the greatest fashion to use that magnetism, bro. You know, step in the sales, you know, be a waiter, a server, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Be where the people at, where you could be around the people, and you could make so many connections, and you could shit be the plug, be plugging in people to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? That's the bread right there, bro. I mean, to each his own. Ain't nothing new under the sun. I'm saying. But yeah, man, saving that life force essence to utilize that magnetism. So keep that manganese right too within the body. You know what I'm saying? On some magneto shit. You hear me? You want to keep your magneto up, attract what you need, man. Opportunities. I'm gonna be honest, bro, for real, bro. That magnetism, bro, it pulls shit out of nowhere, and you could tell when something like it's like being on motherfucker. Everybody got a radar, right? Everybody got a radar. But it's like they just feel this strange anomaly on the radar, and they gotta just see what it is, and then you can always turn that opportunity to what you need or what you wanted to, man. I always do it. I always done it, man. I continue to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? People just be like, I don't know, it's just something that attracted me to you. But you know, sometimes what I miss out on, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes what I miss out on a lot of opportunities and shit, cause I be having that don't fuck with me, energy. I be having that don't bother me energy, dog. Literally, and I could transform a lot of opportunities and make nothing into something. But sometimes, like I just be having that energy, like man, don't bother me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of like, yeah, I do need money and shit. I do need connections and opportunities and resources and shit. Sometimes I just be in Zen mode. I be like, just don't bother me, bitch. Just stay to yourself. Leave me alone. And my energy be attracting them, and there be opportunities. And sometimes I be missing out on them. And I be having to check myself out that lately. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got emotions too, but I've been just more reserved and shit because dealing with so much of this world and shit. And I don't fit in this world. I know I don't fit nowhere in this world. I stay to myself. And that's how I could miss out on opportunities, but you know, I'm getting an address so I could tell people it's in the traffic where it need to go. It's this YouTube channel. But yeah, man, get your money, man. Cash out. Don't crash out. Splash out. Invest in you, because that's the greatest investment you could do. You know what I'm saying? And use your creativity, because you going to have nothing but that being on this lifestyle. But we've been about 25 minutes and I ain't going to hold y'all, man. Always take care.